Hello, folks of YouTube and SL. Welcome to the October 2022 Katamari and Chill State of the Stream update. Please forgive the audio. It's going to be a little funky. We actually are early enough in the game we can't get to the options yet, so we'll get that balanced in a minute. But welcome. For those of you who do not know what this segment is, this is a question and answer, stream update, ramble. We're going to cover a lot of topics, a lot of which are going to be about the stream and the games we played recently, what we're going to play, other stuff, ideas I have, things like that, suggestions from y'all in chat on Twitch right now or on YouTube comments in the VODs. So that's the whole premise. If you want to join live, come visit us twitch.tv/SL_TV for the next one. We do these semi-regularly, usually after a major playthrough at the very least, but I try to do them, every couple months. So come on by, bring your questions. Hopefully we can get to those next time. And yeah, without ado, we'll dive right into it. Alright, so we're rolling the Katamari. We know the drill. We were just actually chatting about Ultra Kill, a game I haven't picked up yet, but a game that has been on my, radar for a little while. It has a coin you can shoot and it'll ricochet the bullet to an auto headshot. That sounds phenomenal. What's better than this? Okay. We're doing Katamari. Yes. Okay. I would like... Okay. Great. Thank you. I still cannot control the volume. Okay. You can parry projectiles with the punch. Okay, charge roll. Okay, yes. You can parry your own shotgun shots? That's incredible. Okay. Alright, cinematic time. Let's go. The critical information. The plot, the premise, this is why we're here. King of all cosmos, drunken bender, blows up all the stars in the cosmos, we gotta put him back. What better premise than this? Can anyone think of one? I can't. Well, I can actually. It's called We Love Katamari, which does have a better premise. No. It kinda does. It kinda does. I really like We Love Katamari. I really like that one. So this is why, this one is tricky, because I don't... No, it was indeed not a dream. I like We Love Katamari a lot more than I like Katamari Damacy, despite something much more famous, the one that got the remaster, and, the one. But there's a lot of flavor in We Love Katamari that I miss here. You like Katamari, I'm sure you love it. See how it is. Alright, Capcom's done it. It's full of stars. He broke it. Yes. Naughty. So very sorry. So very sorry. Yeah, this is phenomenal. Between you and us, it felt quite good. Alright, remember very clearly that we were all in nature's embrace. Felt the beauty of all things and felt love for all. That's how it was. Did you see? We smiled a genuine smile. Did you see? The stars splintering in perfect beauty. So many there used to be. Almost a nuisance. Now nothing but darkness. Here, it is but a dream, but a beautiful one. But that fabulous moment has passed. It's over. We came to find everyone furious. Even the king of all cosmos not spread their wrath. Really, everyone was irate. So, PB Prince, bring the stars to the glorious sky. Our problem, your problem, yes. You owes existence. You collecting the debt, yes. Okay. File this on bond, yes. Get cracking. The prince is so small. Alright, so this is the, for anyone not familiar, this is the remaster. Katamari Damacy reroll. And I have not played much of it because I preferred the sequel when I'm playing Katamari. But I want to give it another shot because, hey, here we are, Earth. Yes, we're going to tell that 1 second because that's our, forecast stuff, but yes. Okay, okay, so small, you're small, he's so small. Oh, this song, yes. Okay, stars, this one, I've got it, okay, Katamari, workout, yes. Okay, okay. Okay, yep. Okay. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, the same thing. So happy for you, the king of all cosmos. Ugh. There we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? We can't get the orange slices? Oh, wait, hold on. Can we... Oh my god, there's still no controls. There's still no... Where are the settings? There we go. I'm looking for those mandarin slices. Alright. So, we gotta get into like a real level first before we can start really properly chatting, talking. But, for those who aren't familiar, we sometimes make this more or less structured depending on the vibes of the evening, but long story short is we are going to be talking about the stuff we did play over since the last Katamari Chill. Talk about some of the ideas stuff we do want to play, including suggestions, and then other content stuff, my feelings on how things have been going, thoughts on future direction, stuff like that. And then we'll do a little check-in. And you got any other questions or random thoughts, or you want to talk about other stuff, that hit me. So that's the okay. There we go. All right. See, we can't even get started before we have to stop and do that. So that's happening now. Flip the mind. Okay. Yep. We know this. No. We're good. I want to play the game. All right. Larger one. More snacks. Into the sky we go. Planet, yes, okay. Is there a planet where we live? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. Alright. Huh. Why are the cousins here? Can we play as the cousin? I can't remember. Can't that be sick? Maybe not. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Alright. We gotta get rolling, then we can... No, not that. That's not how you play the game, apparently. Alright, you just push hard. Okay. Alright. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Alright. Make a star 1. We've done it. Make a star 2. The natural flow of things. Okay. Philippines. Yesterday. Okay. We're just gonna send it because I want to get chatting. So yes. First question is Village next week? Yes. We were a little slow getting around to Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. This year. But you can't get off Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. That's the whole point of the Wild Ride. That is the entire, raison d'etre of Mr. Bones' Wild Ride, per the original texts. So, with that in mind, it doesn't need to start on Halloween or before Halloween. My current feeling is I want to finish Ace Attorney. We're like there. It'll be either tomorrow or Tuesday. And then we can formally close that chapter of the Ace Attorney trilogy, not of the series, because I will revisit at some point in probably the not too distant future. We had a really good time with that. But with the man, this game is really crispy visually. Love that. Okay. Oh, thank you. It is very loud. I agree. I'm surprised. I guess if this is like a direct remaster, then that's why this is like this. How are we doing now? That better? It's looking good on my end. I'm not confident about that, but it's looking good. Okay. Let's give it a couple more. This is a very music-driven game. Let's see how that goes. Apologies for the live audio balancing. There's not much we can do about that. Oh. My phone was not actually charging. There we go. Favorite Katamari 1 song? I don't know, actually. I actually forgot some of the songs were, yeah, I was gonna say probably Katamari on the Rocks. Like, I like Que Sera Sera a lot. Like, it's very emotional. It's very pretty. But, like, I usually go for the jams. And Katamari on the Rocks. Katamari on the Swing, I think, is... We love Katamari. But that... I love Katamari on the Swing. That song is good. I think On the Rocks. On the Rocks is such a great track. So yeah, I'm very excited to start. So yeah, so a couple things first. So we'll start with you know, immediate future, then we'll rewind it back and then talk about further future. So yeah, Village coming up soon. We have not played. We talked about playing Village when it came out. Never got around to it. This is my you know, testing grounds to see how much we want to play more Resident Evil after this. I more than understand that Village is not representative of the series as a whole. But we never played 7 either, and yeah, we can get around to that as well. And then if we're like, oh, the vibes are good, and you know, gotta get some more lore. Long story short is it's been longer than I thought since we played Resident Evil on the stream. Recently, we were talking about it during Ace Attorney stream. And I was like, yo, Resident Evil, we played that on stream. It must have been like a couple years ago. It was actually in like 2017. So that was funny. Hey, Fi, how's it going? So that was very alarming when I realized that. I was like, it's gotta have been 2019, right? Oh, it was like 2 years before that. So, you know. Yeah, and like, and for what it's worth, like, I like horror. I don't always love it, and it's kind of hard for my streaming style to do, like, horror, I find. Stuff that has, like, horror segments can be strong, I think. Because that's really fun just to be, like, you know, really get spooked, do some jump scares, or whatnot. That can be really fun. But, like, the issue I have is that doing a full-on horror game can be a little much, because like you know, like we talked about other stuff recently. I really, you know, I think I enjoy doing commentary, and a lot of y'all enjoy listening to commentary. And there's not a lot. It's hard to, if you start to commentate too much over horror, it stops being scary. So like, I don't get to talk a lot, right? And that's, you know, like Ace Attorney right now. Like I've talked about like how it is a game that is not very friendly for like doing banter commentary and getting on tangents. Because, you know, like I do a lot of reading, but is a game that is very good for doing predictions and stuff like that. Yes, exactly. So, I know people have said that in the past too. Like that has been a refrain we've heard. So, yeah. No, so I'm really excited for 8-7. I'm more like, well, no, this game took a lot of influence from PT, and PT is scary. But still interested in it, and I've heard really good things about 7. So, 7 definitely on the radar. But yeah, I Village for 2 reasons. 1, because I've been meaning to get around to it, and 2, the DLC is dropping like tomorrow or something, or in a couple days, and that'll be, you know, a nice little relevant moment to pick that up for. So substantially it goes down smooth. So looking forward to that. And Darkwood, I don't think I've heard of Darkwood. So yeah, I think 8 sounds like a good time. And then, you know, obviously I've played Resident Evil 4 like now apparently several decades ago on stream. So we could play 4 again, but at this point, you know, wait for the remake, I think, or the remaster, whatever the heck the thing is, the new thing. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I thought 7 was very standalone. I see. Can we treat 7 as a prequel? And then come back to 7 after, or will that be bad for the 7 plot? I actually had not heard that yet. Somehow. 8. It will be bad? This is this is very strange to me, because the way this 8 has been presented, I have never seen it compared to 7. I've not seen it like brought up as a like sequel to 7. There's a context? Yeah, that's probably fine. I love not having context on things in terms of lore, so that's a plus to me. explode this out. Okay. We have to rethink our strategy. Well, okay. Awkward because I've been saying we're playing Village this week, but okay. We will sort this out. It could be funny to play them out of order, you know? Maybe we'll get more out of 7 this way. Yeah. Interesting. I got too used to playing Katamari Forever recently. The last couple Katamari and Chills have been on Katamari Forever, and that game is like much more challenging gameplay-wise than the original 2 games because they were trying to get, you know, they were like, well, what are we gonna do for more development? It's like, well, we make the game a little more, a little more gameplay depth. And then, you know, so I'm like sitting here, it's got 3 minutes left. It is the first level, to be clear, but we've done a pretty good job so far. Okay, interesting. We may, in fact, need to pivot then, and we'll do 7 first. But Lost in Vivo, I feel... Oh God, that name is ringing a bell, but it's been a couple of years. So yeah, we played... So, right, to finish the Resident Evil story, we played 4 on stream, apparently several lifetimes ago now, in 2017. And so, I don't even remember it that clearly. Except that it was like an action movie, and that was very funny. But... aside from that... we played... the Resident Evil 1 remake shortly thereafter, I believe. Also in 2017. A little bit of time off from it. Played the 2 remake in 2019. Really enjoyed that. So I've played 1, 2, and 4. I've not played either versions, any of the versions of 3. Nary a version of 3 to my name. And 5 and 6 are kind of, you know, as I understand it, 5 and 6 are what they are. And we can probably leave well enough alone there. But I've otherwise not played any of the like side games like Revelations or whatever. Are we stuck in here now? So many options if you're interested in Resident Evil. Yeah, because like I think that is very much the case, because I went into 4 expecting what I got out of 1, basically. And yeah, no, totally fair. I think that is my memory of it as well. That I was expecting a horror game and then didn't really get that, and then also was not expecting it to be like sort of the genesis of modern third-person AAA stuff, which is still wild to me. Very wild to me. That's an insane concept. But because like you know, all the stuff I heard Resident Evil was that it was really, you know, like the fixed camera perspective, the clunky shooting where you have to stand still, intentionally clunky, right, for enhance the horror factor. So it was fascinating. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. Royal present. Thank you. So, yeah, fascinating historically. Really interesting moment in gaming history. I can feel it. I can feel the cosmos. Hey! So, yeah, really enjoyed that. And yeah, we'll take a look, basically. We'll take a look is my feeling. Shout out Katamari. Fascinating. Yeah. That's a great way to put it, actually. And Noah Gervais compared it to Hallelujah, the song. Original, iconic, but people covered it, and people know the cover's better. Yes. This is Crabs only moment. So, that's fascinating. While we're on the topic of stuff coming up, we won't go over everything, but all this that we talked about recently has been Yakuza, the series, starting with either Zero or Like a Dragon, because again, Like a Dragon is very standalone and very different, right? So, yeah, my memory of playing 4 like on the Steam release was that it played well. Hell, I mean, I thought 1 played well, and it was given the remaster, but I thought 1 played well. I was like very shocked at how well one played, and I was really attached to the fixed camera thing too. I thought it was fantastic, really interesting. So I was very interested in that. Oh, we talked about playing Silent Hill recently. I have not played a Silent Hill. Speaking of other horror games that are, you know, similarly aligned. As many crabs as possible. Like a Dragon's great. Yeah. I've seen a little bit of footage of it, not much. I have seen like nothing like any like plot. Just D1 to 3. Yeah, that's something we can approach. Persona 3 in particular is a little tricky right now because, like, as I understand it. Wait, to remake of SMT or which? Oh, yes. Yes, agreed. D4. I would love to. I have a hard time streaming 3DS stuff. Like you know, it's perfectly, you know, as I understand it, more or less fine. Yeah, more or less fine emulation-wise. Like I don't care too much about using like in terms of like just on principle. But as a streaming experience, the last 3DS game I tried to stream was like very awkward for me to just try to stream. So I'm not opposed by any means, but it's a little lower priority because of that. And like I know there's really cool updates to this stuff, but yeah, okay. My gaming skills are not quite up to par. I mean, that's something we could do, honestly, at some point, is if we wanted to do a SMT or Persona, like, hard mode run. I've never done that before. That could be fun. That's shrimp on the table. So, yeah, that's the hard part. And, like, you know, part of the thing on top of tonight is, like, you know, just I've got some IRL conflict recently, and it's difficult to work out because, like, you know, we've been interested the most in some really long games, and it's tough to be like, yeah, like Ace Attorney Trilogy's been super fun, but we've been playing this since June, and so like I'm you know having a little bit of conundrum with regards to the I know, like that's the hard part, right? Is like I want to play stuff that in general are fairly long games, and like were it not for streaming, like I would not have played really any of these longer games, I think, because it's just like historically not something I did personally. And so for me, it's been like a wonderful experience getting to play them on stream. But it also is like a difficult process to like suss out because, you know, committing like X amount of months, that's almost of stream time for this is that's tricky. So it's a, you know, it's a balancing act. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and like, you know, and the good news is about the IP thing, that like a lot, and in some asterisk not Nintendo cases, people don't really care that much, and or like, you know, like all the various products I've seen for Persona have not been taken down that I've seen. There's like a lot of just like mods and stuff, right? So I believe there's a pretty major Persona 3 mod going around right now, right? We can't already be done. There's 4 minutes left. Ultra kill short? Hey! It's exciting. So yeah, so it's tough, but we'll figure it out. Basically, I you know, one big thing I want to talk about. Oh, okay, huge. One, you know, stream structure topic I want to talk about on that note is our recent plan, which complicates the long form games problem. Because what we've been doing recently, if anybody's not been watching Ace Attorney, is oftentimes playing, you know, one YouTube VOD's worth of Ace Attorney, and then doing something else afterward. Which I've been enjoying personally, but I don't know how everybody else feels. So it's been nice, you know, in some games it's easier to do 2 VODs for. Ace Attorney sections run from 45 minutes to like an hour and a half. So when they get a little longer, splitting the stream in half and doing something else after has been working really well for me. But, you know, there's certainly interested in feedback on that if people have thoughts on that type of structure. There we go. Oh, come on. F. Yeah. I think that is definitely a fair thing. Just have the schedule in place. That is one thing I do want to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do. And this is, you know, a question of bandwidth versus intent versus bandwidth. Yeah, exactly. So, intent versus bandwidth. I'm intending to bring back the weekly schedule posting whenever I have the time to do so. It's obviously, once I get rolling with that, pretty easy to maintain, but once you fall off a regular schedule thing like that, it can be difficult to get back into it, of course. So, certainly intending to do that, and implementing that as you're suggesting in the process of marking days to do certain stuff. Schedules, it's tough. Like I guess, you know, and again, nothing alarming. I don't want to alarm anybody. It's not anything serious. Just, you know, I just have some IRL commitments that I am juggling, and you know, makes it tough to plan stuff. But hey, so it goes. Whoop! Take him back. Nope. Hate to see it. Ace Combat? I have heard some good things of Ace Combat. So you know, I'm not like super. Aha, that is very nice. When the length of the game, of a game chunk is good, it's really nice. So yeah, we're gonna maybe mix some of that sometimes, but I think the thing totally fair to do. You know, given nights do different things. It helps to set expectations better, I think, which is really nice. Just for yeah, for sure, doing something short, one-shotty. I think we did, man, I mean, it was when I was streaming a little bit longer, but I believe we did, yes, exactly. I believe we did, the detention in one sitting. It was like 3 hours. Morph. Super crab intensive and kind of gross. Exactly, yeah. Anyway. What, 113 crabs? Fabulous, this is it. This is what we wanted. Crab, a sea of crab meats. Crab heavens looks incredibly yummy. Okay, yes. 84% is not bad. It's 10? No, it was not. What? Was it really that long? Yo, it feels so weird not to see the English version of this. I'm seeing 4 VODs of 45 minutes apiece. I did not. Yeah, yeah, I think it may have been like literally one stream then. Okay. I don't think so. Phenomenal game though. Shout out to Tension. That's a good game. Oh, the game was already painful enough. Oh. Devotion. Oh, no worries. Oh, right! Is it on sale right now? Man, poor red candle. Yeah, we should grab that. Oh, they're the one making 9 souls? Why did I not know that? Oh, okay. Oh, what? I guess it didn't, like, strike me as, like, the game from the detention people, so I'm glad. Oh, that's so exciting. You know, after everything happened with Devotion, I got, like, really worried they were going to be done. So I'm really glad to hear that. Wow, that is really relieving, actually. One of those just like things I thought was gonna be a, you know, an eternal gaming tragedy. That's really exciting. Yes. Like, it's just one of those things that could have, you know... Yeah. Yeah, so Devotion is certainly a game we get to pick up soon. Oh, really? Okay. Will be another good one-shot thing. Oh, yeah. No, of course. But I, you know... The game's so good that it got, you know... It got into political trouble. In an international incident. You know, it's like really... Fascinating. But yes, so to quickly recap before we go back onto the future stuff, part of Katamari Chill is about thinking about what we did, and the big thing, of course, that I mentioned has been Ace Attorney. Yes, no, exactly, exactly. Just riffing. Yes, and of course I don't mean to make light of the situation, which was very serious and, you know, very unfortunate, very frustrating. But yes, so Ace Attorney has been the big thing we've done since our last episode of Katamari Chill, although I believe we also did FF6. I'm struggling to... I thought we talked about FF6 on a Katamari Chill, so I'm a little confused about that. I'll double check the VOD at some point and figure out if I missed a VOD or something. But Ace Attorney's been lovely. I've had a really good time with it. I have not played... Despite all of my various interests. Yeah, that was a very fun... Gameplay-wise, we had a very good time there. Had a very good time. So, yeah, we can't skip the dialogue. Sorry, my brain is shutting off there. Despite all my various interests, and, you know, the fact that I play several mobile games that are, in effect, visual novels, I've not played a lot of visual novels, like, properly in my history. And, you know, while Eternity has certainly, like, its investigative bent as well, this isn't, for the most part, really just a visual novel. And it's been a lot of fun. I've had a blast. Oh, that one, you know, that one I've played. I've played that lovely dating simulator from a few years back. You know, that one I did pick up. But yeah, I had a good time so far. I mean, and there's a lot more game to play too. I mean, I've only picked up the first 3 games. Ghost Trick I actually played some. Hilariously, it might even be easier to play on mobile. I believe there's a mobile port as well of Ghost Trick, and that's easier for me actually. Yes, I've heard that too. I have streamed 3 houses. The VODs are not up. That's one of the, you know, well, one thing we'll talk about is the promised VOD project, which is still in progress. Regrettably. We're getting there. But one of those things I have to delayed due to IRL stuff. I think I still have the VODs. I'm not confident I have all of them lined up, but I'm pretty sure I have all the VODs for it still. But that was one of those games that got, like, caught off of VODs. But I have played 3 houses. I never went back to play the DLC for 3 houses, though. So we could do that at some point. Yeah, Ghost Trick I played a little bit of and really enjoyed. And, of course, there's, you know... I appreciate... I'm good personally, but I really do appreciate the thought. So yeah, Ghost Trick, I played a little bit of and enjoyed. But yeah, we have Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I believe, came out not too long ago, and I've heard good things about. As well as the other games, which again, most of them are mobile only, or like handheld only, which is a little tricky. I want to say again, some of them do have mobile ports though, and given, you know, touchscreen, they seem fairly well suited for that. And if it works, look, it works, right? Like, it's not like the 3DS or the DS in particular is, you know, like more powerful than a modern smartphone, right? Okay, larger Katamari. All right. So, no, totally fair. Same here. So it's an interesting world. I've had a mixed feelings. Like, you know, on the one hand, like I said, like it's a little tricky to do stream stuff. I have not heard of Sonic Messiah. Interesting. I have knowledge about them, but have not played that many of them. And a lot of ones that I do know about, like, are not things that'll be great for streaming just because, like, you know, they're long and esoteric. And or old. So weird choices there. But yeah, so we have lots of Ace Attorney options. Gotcha. I see. Yeah. I was gonna make the same joke about Higurashi. Like it's, you know, it's a one of those M-rated VMs, but like for the, you know, pain and suffering mostly. So yeah, so lots of good options in front of us. We got Yakuza, we got all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so to go back to what we were talking about, Ace Attorney, I've loved it. It's been phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of the series already, and after playing the first 3 games. Yo, Wayfold, what's up? Welcome in. How are you? We're just chatting about we are, for the docket position, we are currently talking about stuff we've been playing. So Ace Attorney has been lovely. I do want to play more. If y'all want to see more, let me know. If you're watching this as a VOD later, just throw a comment down, drop by the Discord, whatever. Oh, nice. Well, I'm not giving that a shot. So yeah, more incoming, I think, if you like Ace Attorney. I'm excited to play more. Apollo Justice, maybe. Other Ace Attorney games. We got some options on the table. Just let me know. Again, it's tough with the length of the games, but hey, I'm interested in playing more. So, let's see what we can do. Yes, same. I do want to at least try Zero as well. There's like the Shinsengumi spin-off coming out soon, right? Or like the remake of that game? I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, that is something that seems a little tricky. My understanding now is that given there's been like enough Kiwami releases that you can kind of just play from Zero onward, I think. But I don't understand. I am not a Yakuza expert. I do not know the rules. So yeah, so that's the that's been the big thing, obviously. Aside from that, we played Splatoon 3, and we'll probably play some more, especially during the Splatfest. I would love to play some more during a Splatfest. It was really fun last time. Splatoon 3, I think, you know, my general take on the game was I had a blast playing it. I think the campaign is a little, I don't want to say underbaked, because it's not like that underbaked. It's a little all over the place. I think it's a little all over the place in a way that I didn't. It's not all. I guess it's not like Scatterbrain. It's just like. The thing is, I've only played like 20 minutes of Splatoon 2. I loved Splatoon 1's campaign, but it was very fun. I think the big thing with Splatoon 3 is that it looked. Yo, Katamari 1 is rough sometimes. Splatoon was great. I think when 3 got a little ambitious with its like structure and in doing a little bit more of like an open world setup. Kind of, at least framing-wise. It's still mostly, you know, like you have the tea kettles, which have levels in them, and you run between those. But there's a little bit more freedom in the structure, and you do a little bit of overworld exploration and stuff. And I don't at least remember that from 1. So it was, I think it was a very good time, and the levels were super smart. But I think my feeling was at the end of things was that I would have mostly just preferred, like, you play a level, then you play a level, then you play a level, rather than having the overworld stuff. It felt like it kind of just sort of drained a little bit from it. And honestly, this is a weird thing to say about Splatoon. Some of the presentation was a little bit awkward. Like, I think really, mostly what comes to mind is the post-level stuff felt very, like, you know, underdone, as well as the upgrade system felt very underbaked. So I think there were a lot of ideas in the 3 campaign, and if they do like an Octo expansion style DLC, I think it could go really cool places. That being said, the scripted stuff in the DLC, in the campaign, was phenomenal. The dialogue was super snappy. Everything scripted was like, yes. So love that. And then I've had a blast with multiplayer. It's been so much fun. This game's so super good. So Splatoon's great. The big note I want to say about Splatoon is we did a little bit of I don't have like a prohibition against multiplayer on stream, but like I don't do a lot of it. We've been uncorking the multiplayer seal a little bit with Splatoon, which has been really fun. Splatoon 3 multiplayer with folks on stream has been fun. And hold on, this game came out in I actually know that. Hold on, this game came out in 2004. Okay. So that's been really fun. And I'm interested in doing some more. I think multiplayer is tricky for me on stream just because, like audio for one is tricky. Conversational flow is tricky. So like, I don't always love doing unplanned true. It's honestly, I know we talked at one point about doing FF14 via like Sunday Souls, but just doing it like once a week. That could be super fun. I think we should do it soon. I fear for my sanity. My brain is full of many ongoing games, and I fear for my sanity a little bit, but I'm sure I'll survive. It's our other homeland. Yeah. I've heard it has a great free trial. Critically acclaimed. All that. So, yeah. That's on the agenda. So, yeah, Splatoon 3. So, to talk about the games, it's certainly very recommended. Like, yes, great, phenomenal, play it, awesome. Splatoon 3, great, phenomenal, yes, play it. Again, single player, a little bit like, but, oh my god, the multiplayer is so much fun. It's such a blast of a game. And the vibes are incredible. Presentationally, it's fantastic. The music's great. Oh, this song's so good. Includes the award-winning expansion Heavensward? That's crazy. Yeah, so Xenoblade, another game we talked about recently. It's one of those things, right, where, like, if I play Xenoblade, then I'll have played Xenoblade. And then it's on the table in the future. Like, if they make more of them or whatever. And it's something like, I do think that I often think a little too much about, future-proofing and getting into new things. But it's, I think, on the one hand, that's a danger. You don't need to be... This song is so good. It's so good. On the other hand, on the one hand, getting caught up in, well, this game's coming out, I should play every game in the series. It's like, no, you don't have to do that. On the other hand, it's a good excuse, right? I like a lot of different types of things, and I think that those of you hanging out around here probably also like a lot of different types of things. So that's, a good reason to play a lot of different types of things, So, 14 on the table for sure, Xenoblade on the table for sure. I mean, we never finished either of the Bravely games, and Bravely Default, so I feel bad. Someone commented on YouTube not that long ago about it. I feel so bad. It's like, some of the VODs aren't up, but Bravely Default, that was all we played. And that was years ago, right? So, I do feel bad about that. We never, did more of it. But that was tough. I mean, both were tough. Both were tough because, it's... I think it's a genre that's, fairly hit or miss in a lot of ways for viewers as well as me. I love JRPGs, but only sometimes, or X% of the time. The ones I love. And then Default 2, I was like, yeah, okay. The gameplay is super fun, but I didn't have a moment with it where the Persona games, I had a moment of those. Oh, this is, I'm not gonna say life-changing, but you have oh, this is a whole thing now, huh? The kind of rabbit hole moment, right? We need 1 millimeter. We need 6 millimeters. Oh, it was 20! What? Oh, this song is so good. Furious. How dare they make a song this good? Oh yeah. No, that's totally fair. I like the deep dive as well, but I do it less in part because, like, man, some of these series are a long commitment. And, like, honestly, like, you know, again, it's Katamari and Chill, so we're talking a little bit meta level too here. It's tough because, like, a lot of things, like, that I would be fine with doing in small chunks, personally, like, it's hard for me to pick up on the side over there because, like, I would stream them instead, right? So, like, even if I, personally, could play Xenoblade on the side in, like, half-an-hour chunks here and there, or on the weekends, where I don't often do a lot of streaming, the fact that I could stream it, and that would be a whole bit of content, makes me less likely to go ahead and actually play that on the side. Which is, you know, nothing like really anybody, like it wasn't like a particularly bad thing, it's just like an interesting conundrum for me personally, figuring out the balance there. Hey, let's go. Now we're talking. Now this is the thing about Katamari that I love. The scale up. Like, it's the core appeal of the game, but man, it's so good. What? Really? We're huge though. What the heck? But yeah, 3 is great. Whenever you get a chance, it's super, very much endorsed. They do a very good job wrapping up most of the asterisk, most of the main things of the series, of the trilogy, I should say. Yo, what is happening in this game? Where's my neat flow? There we go. I have not. It's been on the list. Actually, what we should do at some point is try to dig up any of you long-term folks. Anybody who's been around the block with me. You may remember an ancient Google document, the SL_JRPG document, and it was definitely on there. At one point when like we started like getting into JRPGs properly on the stream, where like I sort of decided, I was like, you know what, yeah, we're gonna do some JRPGs. That's gonna be a thing. I like, you know, wanted to get recommendations from everybody, and you know, when I started, and this was probably like 2018, maybe before that, but whenever that was, probably 2018. Like it hit me that like oh yeah, JRPGs, I played JRPGs, and then it hit me, I'd like mostly played like Pokemon. It was like that was kind of it. Really? Wait, I thought it was like 60. What the heck? Oh, okay. That would be great, actually, then. In that case. Oh, that's huge. I didn't realize that. Fascinating. I had the same experience talking about like the Final Fantasy game. It was like, Final Fantasy, I'll never play I can't play a Final Fantasy game, they're too long. And then I played Persona, and then I was like, well, 40 sounds fine, actually. That sounds like a great length. You know, so... that could be a lot of fun for sure. The other one, the other more, the big thinker right now for games that I'm like, oh, I mean, we could do this. Is it wise? I don't know. We talked about recently is Danganronpa. Any of starting from scratch, but I have never played one of them. We just played Ace Attorney recently, so we're primed and ready for Ace Attorney adjacent content. Which Danganronpa, I would, from my perception, is adjacent. Joker-fied Ace Attorney. But it comes with some, you know, like inviting the spoiler hawks and stuff. It's one of those series. There's a lot going on in that series. So I'd say potential. Yeah, I have heard mostly good things. I'm sure it'd be a very fun time. So, and I do like the the art director's work. I have seen him in other properties, and like that stuff a lot. Yeah, if anybody's not, if anybody here likes Danganronpa but doesn't watch Akudama Drive, that's a heck of an anime. It is good. 12 episodes, or all original, one and done, just one season. Good stuff. Very, very good action series. Just a... yeah. There's a great thrill ride all the way through. Fantastic. and Mr. Danganronpa did the designs. Whose name I often forget, but if I see it, I'll go, oh yeah, that's it. Is it? Oh, I've almost got it. Nope, I don't have it, but you know what I mean. So up on the table, speaking of things that I'm like worried about inviting the spoiler effect on, I have not played Deltarune yet, and that, you know, playing a Toby Fox game and, you know, trying to do so without getting spoiled, inevitable. But from what I've seen, Deltarune is a little more chill on the whole. The Deltarune community seems a little more chill. I love Undertale, but I played it before I started streaming, so no footage of that. I think probably some influence in there. I know the big thing for Undertale is obviously, oh right, we talked about Earthbound recently. That would be a great thing to pick up. Short, nice, influential, a game I'm pretty much guaranteed to enjoy. No. I think we got it. Then we got it. That makes sense. I can't see anything. You got the chairs. This means we're in very good shape. My understanding, this means the chairs mean we did very well for ourselves. Oh, we're human scale? Crazy. So that's certainly something on the docket. We got a lot of stuff on the docket. The thing is, we got no shortage of games to play, and yet all I want to do is play Risk of Rain 2. And yet, all I want to do is Risk of Rain 2 right now, because the game is good. So, that's what's up. We did that. We played a lot of Monster Hunter Rise. Oh yeah, exactly. Deltarune. Hey, it's a belt. Monster Hunter Rise, I've had a very good time with the game. Rules. I got to the end game for the first time. I have never gotten to end game Monster Hunter before. At least not in a expansion release. I go into the end game with World, but only barely. And I didn't really do post-launch that much, which is the thing, right, for end game. So that's nice, dear. And Rise has been lovely. I don't think it's gonna change your mind on Monster Hunter if you tried Monster Hunter before and didn't like it. But my general take is, oh, Rise is so good. It is an absolute blast. Just a time. Just such a good time. So I've had a great time getting back into Insect Glaive, which I did recently, and oh, it's been so good. Yep. It's tough, right? Sometimes it's a game you just want to play. And for me, it's often roguelikes, the ones I get stuck on. I'm just like, oh, well, I could play something else, but I could play another run of this game. And it's like, well, you know. Tempting, right? Tempting. So, yeah. Rise, not much to talk about, I don't think. I mean, the game is genius. I think Sunbreak's story was enjoyable. I think, Monster Hunter's writing is not as strong suit. I think presentationally, they're both fantastic. Playing it on PC, just it sounds so funny, right? But it is a huge deal to be able to play Monster Hunter on PC with no loads. The no loads thing is a dramatic change to how Monster Hunter plays. Because traditionally, Monster Hunter is a process where you, I very much feel like you're in a lobby and you, queue into a hunt and it takes some time to load and then you get to play. And now it is just instant. It's snappy. It's the flow of the game. There's no, there's less of those downtime periods. You still have the downtime because you got to prep for your next hunt. But there's no, waiting period. And that's amazing. Oh, this song is so good. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Bonk. So, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, this song is so good. Yeah, I mean, the lyrics are very Katamari, right? Let's roll up to be a single star in the sky. Speaking of the music, I'm reminded briefly, to go on a quick anime tangent, the first episode of the phenomenal new show Bocchi the Rock is titled Lonely Rolling Bocchi. And, if you like music-based shows, oh my god, or just any shows, the show is very good. I am, like, fairly floored with how good it is. In terms of just sort of every front, like the animation, production quality are like ludicrous. The voice acting incredible, super fun cast. It's the whole package. And you know, people aren't talking about that much because like the season is just absolutely ludicrous. And we got, you know, in a season where you've got Chainsaw Man, Mob Psycho, and Spy Family all vying for attention. It's like, stuff that would maybe usually be, like, dramatically popular is not that popular because there's too many big shows. Oh, yeah, exactly, Bleach. I forget Bleach because I never watched Bleach when I was younger. But, like, yeah. And, you know, My Hero, for anybody still consuming whatever that is now. I'm still watching it. Should I? No, not really. But I am watching it, but it's going through. I mean, you know, a lot of big shonen go through it, and My Hero is no exception. The end game is in any media, anime or games or otherwise. If you're in action media and you have to scale, it's hard to do scaling well. And at least, you know, especially narratively, make it feel good and keep your stakes in check and, you know, everything else. Yeah, I have not read any, but yeah, very exciting. Hunter Hunter's coming back for, you know, I'm not sure how long, but I mean, the fact that Togashi's in okay enough health to at least do that is very exciting. So, that was my brief interlude. What was I gonna say? Totally fair. I love Spy Family. I mean, I've been a manga reader for a little while for Spy Family, so seeing it adapted has just been like, you know, an absolute treat. Like it's so good. It's a blast with that show. They've done a great job with the show, and yeah, it's super fun. Yeah, I think I've heard that as well, which is great. So yeah, aside from that, what have we been playing? Risk of Rain has been great lately. Another game which has uncorked the multiplayer genie in a bottle a little bit. And I've had a great time with it. Risk of Rain 2 is super fun. I played a lot of it historically. It's not a new game to me. But I haven't played on stream in a while, or at all in a while. And I finally played the DLC recently. And or I've been playing, I should say, because I don't even have the new character yet. Gotta get the new character. That's my next goal, in fact. You know, maybe do a run. Maybe might be doing a run tonight after we're done Katamari. Because I'm itching to get that character, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun and a game I want to keep in our side game rotation. I think we've had a good side game rotation, and we've been asking about that for a while. I think between Monster Hunter, Splatoon, and Risk of Rain right now, we've got a very good side game rotation, and I'm very pleased with that. So Of course, if you ever have suggestions for more stuff like this, you know, we've also talked about playing a little bit more Vampire Survivors. I know Hollow here came up recently as a Vampire Survivors like. I love those types of games. Those games are also great for being chill games to do commentary and chatting over. You know, doing like the chill chatting streams kind of stuff. And you just need like a game on when that's happening. Like people do, you know, just chatting streams, and that's a-okay by my standards. But for me personally, like I do enjoy the vibe of like having a game like this on where we just get to chat and some stuff's happening on the screen. You have some good music and good vibes, but you are playing a game ostensibly. Oh no, totally gotcha. Appreciate the note, obviously, but yeah, no, yeah, that is, hey, that is suspiciously good timing. Darkwood, you said Darkwood? Let's give it a look. So that's a lot of good stuff, IMO. And yeah, aside from that, I think that's most stuff we've been playing since the last update. If anything else I forgot, and you've seen this later, well, you know. I basically don't know Trinot now. I got very confused tonight. I was in going like, hey, we're gonna finish Ace Attorney tomorrow and Tuesday, and then apparently Deltarune's anniversary is tomorrow, which would be a great time to try Deltarune out. And we apparently need to play 7 before Village, and now I'm confused. But we'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I feel like we did well. 53, that's got to be good. So yeah, that's been what we've been up to. 75%. Okay, not bad at all. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the thing. So we could just play 7 tomorrow. That's what I'm. That's where, you know. If we have to do 7 before Village, 7 would be a good one. I can feel it. I can feel the cosmos. Do I have Devotion is short? That's a great point too. A lot of games. There's so many games. We still never played Alien Isolation. We only played it for like an hour in like 2018. Mario Super Picross. That is a very compelling option. I'm feeling compelled by that. I'm feeling compelled. So that's roughly the catch-up. If I forgot something and you're watching on the VOD later, let me know, and we can chat about it. Aside from that, so that's been, so you know, again, the big Katamari and Chill State Edition update flow is what we've done, what we are doing, which is to say, we talked about that already, a lot of games in the docket, and I don't know which ones make sense to play. We're going to figure it out. So we're going to finish up Ace Attorney, and then from there, the world's our oyster. We're going to play Resident Evil for sure, but we'll see where we go from there. And then we try 7 if I'm like, oh, this is too spooky for my blood. We'll just go to Village and hold the L on the lore. But we'll try to get through 7. And then do 8. And then if we want to do more, we can go back and do more. Otherwise not. And then we'll go from there. And then we'll do a poll. So we usually do a poll. For anybody who's not familiar, check out the Twitter account. We do polls whenever we're selecting a new major game playthrough. And we didn't this time because I needed a Halloween game, and I thought that Resident Evil was a good pick. I think everybody agreed with that, so I was like, cool. Or that, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of folks agreed with that right away, and I was like, yeah, sure, good. So we didn't do a poll yet, but next game after, you know, Halloween season, we'll do a poll. I think Earthbound had a lot of interest last time we talked about Earthbound, so I'm gonna guess we're in there. Oh yes, MGS 5 we should do at some point. I don't know when. It's been a while. And honestly, the game does not appeal to me that much on a gameplay level. Like I wanna know what happens, but like whenever I think about playing like a big ol' open world kind of thing, I'm always like, oh, I gotta mentally prepare for this. So yes, definitely a game on the mind. Of course, we never got to it. We never played Peace Walker either. That was why I stalled out. Is someone was, when I played the Metal Gear series, was trying to convince me to play Peace Walker, and I was like, yeah, that seems right. And then that's like a whole thing though, so never played Peace Walker. We talked about watching Peace Walker effectively, like getting like the movie cut of the credits, and I mean of all the cutscenes, and just watching those and calling it a day. And that is still probably the best option that I've heard so far, but that's good to know for sure. So a game we were sort of, you know, at some point I'm gonna play it. When, I have no idea, but at some point for sure. See, we got a lot of games ahead of us. Shout out the Takoyaki Pants. Nope. Yeah, that's definitely good to hear. Definitely good to hear. Ow. Ow. And the complicating factor is that Pokemon comes out in November, as well as Harvestella. Two games which we are interested in, I think. Harvestella, you know, maybe don't need to play, but certainly interested. Pokemon, I do really want to play. I've been very much excited to pick this up. You know, it's a Pokemon game. The odds that it's, like, unplayable are very low as a main series Pokemon game. And, you know what? It's Pokemon. Get some rental teams, run it down the ladder. What's, you know, what's not to like? So we gotta do at least one round of Pokemon. That'll be fun. But that should be a good time, I think. I am cautiously optimistic about Pokemon, but not expecting a ton, I guess. I don't want to go on the Game Freak rant for like the 5th time this month, but Game Freak, please. The frustrating part of Pokemon is that like the pre-release stuff has been so good. Also, Ragnarok comes out soon, right? That's like really soon. It didn't come out, right? It's like next. It's soon though. Too many games. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's start a new major project. Also, like 70 games are coming out that we want to play as new games. And it's like, on the one hand, great. On the other hand, yes, Frontiers, which could be a lot of fun, or it could be, you know, what it is. So we'll see. Yo, I did see, after you mentioned that, I did see it on Steam. What manner of game is Frog Detective? Actually, hold on, one second. You take a moment. Darkwood. Okay, survival game. Top-down survival, did you say? Oh, this game! I think I've seen this art style before. Oh, this is looking a little like, God, the top-down maybe reminded me of, I don't even know the game I'm thinking of, but an indie game from a few years back. Frog Detective 3, which is what manner of game is this? Corruption at Cowboy. It's Frog Detective. I sit and ponder detective. Is this theft a bad thing? Perhaps. Looks very cute. I want to look at game releases 2022. Give me a roundup. Somebody. Let's see. Is this good? IGN perhaps? Let's see. Alright. Ragnarok is the 9th. Oh, I did not. Point and click? Okay. Yeah. The day after Sonic Frontiers on the 8th. Tactics Ogre on the 11th. Probably skip it. Okay, we're mostly free. I thought Harvestella came out. Hold on. IGN may have led us astray. Who makes a good release calendar? I should do my own. I used to do my own, and then it was too much to keep up. Let's see. October. Yes, alright. Winter's expansion. Yep, alright. Yeah, Harvestella was the 4th. Oh my god, the 4th? Oh, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Harvestella comes out on the 4th. God of War on the 9th. Sonic Frontiers on the 8th. Reading through Skyward and Ballad on the 18th. Evil West on the 22nd. Dark Tide on the 30th. Callisto Protocol December 2nd. Crisis Core on the 13th. I forgot about that. Man. I guess we'll play it probably, right? I think we'll probably play it, but also, man. We got a lot of gaming, folks. Oh, not this again. This sucks. Oh, did we get it? Yeah, oh, we're close, we're close. But certainly do love Papers, Please, and would love to play over again at some point. We certainly should. So, we got a full docket of just upcoming games. We'll figure it out. We don't have to play all those games, obviously. I would like to play a lot of them, though, so... It's a complicated road, folks. It's a complicated road we have to walk. What with the limited time to stream and the amount of games to stream. Give me the cinder blocks, please. No! Devastating to morale. So, stay tuned. If any of the games I mentioned caught your interest now or later, please do let me know. If you're watching the VOD, you can chime in too. And thanks for all the suggestions on the stream tonight, folks. And like, if again, as a VOD watcher, if you want to make suggestions next time, or you can do it in the comments, or come by the stream next time. Join us for Katamari Chill. I usually announce these pretty far in advance. This time was not super far in advance, but oh yes. Oh yes. Ah, there we go. There we go. Alright. I would love to see a banger Persona 5 tweet. Yo. Yeah, that sounds super fun. I've heard, it's one of those games I've heard nothing but good things about too. Like, you know, tons and tons of just really good comments on that game, so. Am I? Are you sure? Game? After that display of skill. Alright, so yeah. So to get into wait a second, yes, let me hit you with the permit. Oh yes. Some things are whitelisted. I think Twitter might be whitelisted. YouTube is, Twitch is. I think I whitelisted Twitter at some point. I can't remember though. But for the most part, just ask him, and I or a mod will help you out with permissions. Let me see this tweet. Persona 5 classroom scenes. Teacher. Fuck all of you, what are mitochondria? Joker. The powerhouse of the cell. Students. Maybe he won't stab us after all? Morgana. Could distorted desires be the powerhouse of a palace? Yes. Precisely how the game goes. Like 100%. That's just how the game goes. Very good. So yes, on to the next thing, which is things that are... So that's not the games, but the other stuff coming up. Talked a little about schedule. That was one of my big items. I want to talk about, you know, it is my intent. Again, so again, my thank you for your patience with me. I have a lot of ideas and not enough time and energy to implement them. So thank you so much all for your patience as I work on ideas that I'm going to have the time to execute on. So appreciate the patience of that. Exactly. What is energy? Who knows? Who knows? So, free-to-play thing? I think so, yeah. I think, yeah, there's some gacha things that have a bit of energy in them, I think. So one of the ideas, of course, schedule. That's something I really am intending to do, and I would like to get that done sooner than later to get back on the schedule. I think it's good for myself and everybody else, right? Like this is a universally good thing for the stream. Helps me organize the schedule. Helps you all know what you're coming to watch, which is probably pretty important, right? Knowing when I'm streaming is probably helpful. So. Oh yeah, can you hold up on the just keep it. It's not a huge deal because we played it on stream, but just avoid the spoilers in case anybody hasn't played. But yes, no, it is there's a lot going on in Fifth Palace for sure. For sure. And if you ever want to chat about that kind of stuff, that is what the spoiler channel on Discord is for posting spoilers about stuff that we played. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Schedule, yes. The other big thing for, you know, aspirational things I would like to get done soon is the VOD project. So we've been talking about this for a long time, and I have you know, plans in place to get this rolling out. It will start hopefully sooner than later, pending time. But the goal is to get the VODs up on YouTube. So any series that I've recorded on stream that I have stuff for. Yeah, no, I'm glad it's gonna get experience. Yeah. There are a few series. If those are on YouTube, thank you for your patience. I know if some of those have been people have been asking for a long time. I have files, and I gotta find a way to put them up in a way that makes sense to me. Because, you know, YouTube is a very weird thing, and the algorithm likes certain things and dislikes other things, and trying to work around that can be challenging. So I have some plans to try to get the VODs up. So things will just be going up soon, probably. But the goal is to catch up on all of the existing series. Now, now, that being said, the existing series that like I have not actually played, I'm not talking about those. There are games which I have not, like, never finished Paper Mario for Switch. The game was kind of fine. It was cute, but I didn't love it, and we got off track. I mean, we stopped playing it. Not planning to go finish that now. But any games we did play, I'm trying to get all those VODs up. So stay tuned, please, for more, but that is the big thing I want to do. And the biggest near-term thing, once that's done, I have ideas for what I want to do with the YouTube side of things. So again, stay tuned for updates. But if you have, you know, if any of y'all have feedback on the video side, let me know. Happy to listen to feedback, and I'm looking to do more in the future. Of course, again, time and energy pending, but that is the idea. 3 ounces. We did Black Eagles, the Crimson Flower route. So, but yeah, so that's something coming up soon. Hopefully, we'll get that sooner than later, and then we'll have the VODs will finally be freed from their prison on my hard drive, and they can go back into the wild where they belong. And then we can do new stuff too. So lots of exciting stuff. But yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, after that happened to Edgeworth, look, how can we upload Ace Attorney VODs? But yeah, I plan to get everything, including Ace Attorney, up in the not too distant future. So, yeah, Insys is all. I mean, look, it's more than in some games, but some Fire Emblem games, but options are limited. There we go. We can get this. Okay. What is there left to do? Is my question. He's very tired. Relatable. Yo, Shrew, what's up? Welcome in. If you got any thoughts, now's the time. We're just talking about the VOD catch-up project, which is in progress. So again, thanks to all the patience. I feel really bad that I said this, not ages ago, but a good bit ago. So in progress. Thank you for your patience. Especially if anybody are watching the VOD that like left me a comment 2 years ago saying like, oh, did you finish Celeste? And my answer was like, oh, I'll get that VOD up. I'm so sorry. Thank you for, thank you for your understanding. Or if not, then, you know, my apologies. There's a struggle out there, folks. Life happens, you forget. Run out of time. You know how it goes. But yeah, if you, so we're closing up on the Katamari stuff, I think soon, Shrew. But if you got any thoughts on, yes. Those are definitely in the VOD pipeline. Those aren't even like, those are like right, and I know where those VODs are. Like off the top of my head. Like, I don't have to dig them up. There's some VODs that I'm like, like, shout out 2017 or 2017 playthrough of Last of Us that I played. And then like one of the final VODs got like corrupted somewhere and I just never figured out how to get it back up. And it's somewhere on my hard drive. I have no idea where that is though. So stay tuned, Last of Us watchers. Sorry. But yeah, those SMT, Ace Attorney, SMT are my biggest priorities because like I feel super bad that those were recent and I didn't finish uploading the VODs. They're just again IRL stuff that just got in the way. And yeah, those are definitely going up. FF7 also another one that is very much on my mind. I have a whole list of all the ones that I have, and I have the files mostly located. So, yo, what? Yeah. Other than that, mostly the usual. What we played, what we're looking to play. Talking a little about the upcoming schedule, and then closing up with the sort of broader goals of schedule changes incoming a little bit. Potentially doing like more specified. Like this night, we're doing Ace Attorney on Monday and Wednesday for the next few weeks, and then we'll do X on different days, right? So. Corona Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day. And as for upcoming, we had some interesting discussions because apparently you're supposed to play 7 before 8 for Resident Evil. I didn't know that. We talked a little bit about other games like Yakuza, Danganronpa, Undertale. We got a whole list. So true. And then recap of the games we played. Yo, what is this? It's blinding. Crowns everywhere? Aha! 9 minutes, let's go. So, yeah. This leaves me unsure of like what we're doing like literally tomorrow. Obviously for the Katamari and Chill VOD project, like this means that like VOD half, like y'all VOD watchers don't need to know what we're playing tomorrow, but I need to figure that out now. So I thought it was gonna be Ace Attorney, but I forgot it was Halloween, and I thought it was gonna be this song. Oh, this song's so good. So I thought it was gonna be Village, but we're supposed to play 7 before Village. Maybe it's 7. Oh yeah. I think it might be 7. No worries. I think I'd be Resident Evil 7 instead of Village first, because I think it is shorter, is that true? Am I making that up? It's fairly short. Like 7 to get to Village, basically. Because apparently Village, you need to play 7 first. I didn't realize that. Or, we could play it, but we're missing some context, and it may spoil some of 7. In the process. I had no idea. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought, like, 7 was just, like, this, like... As far as these things go, like, oh, what if there was, concept horror game where there's a really messed up house somewhere? And, like, that was sort of the whole premise. And so I was like, cool. It doesn't really matter. Like, and then finding out that, you do need to do that. That's good to know, though. So yeah, we'll do this. I think we're gonna do that probably, and then we'll finish up 1.5 and also with it the Ace Attorney trilogy, and then we'll do some Resident Evil for a bit, and probably mix that in with some of the new releases. Harvestella comes out soon, and should be a very good palate cleanser slash Tone Whiplash from Resident Evil. And then Pokemon not too long after that. Pokemon's in like 2 weeks. Like that's very exciting. I think I've never done a Nuzlocke. Oh! We forgot. That's one thing we did that I forgot to talk about as part of the look back portion of Katamari tonight. We did a little bit of Kaizo Ironmon, which was really fun. I don't know who all was around for that, but I had a blast playing Kaizo. We didn't even beat Brock, I don't think. Did we even get into Brock's gym? Oh, so true, Waffles. Yeah, Kirby After Elden Ring was also great. Great Whiplash. Yeah, it's like the 18th, so like I'm excited for Pokemon. Like I probably shouldn't be, knowing Game Freak these days, but I am excited. And you know, they're putting a lot of effort into like a lot of the presentational marketing videos, and they've been really fun in selling me on it. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be. I think it is hard for Pokemon to be like unplayable. Like at its core, the fundamentals are so strong that it's hard to make a Pokemon game that is just like not good enough to play. Like Shining Diamond, Brilliant Pearl, or whatever the order of those were, BDSP, was not like a must play, but everyone I heard played it was like, yeah, it was fun. It was that gen again. It was fun, you know, which is all, you know, at worst, like belly bolts in the game. How bad can it be? BDSM was called? I don't think so. I don't think that's what it was called. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Yeah, Ironmon was fun. I don't know if we're going to do more Ironmon in particular, but that is one other idea I forgot to mention is you know, something that people have been doing. I've been seeing folks do a lot of is this type of like challenge run stream. Or similar stuff for other games, right? We haven't done a lot of that, but I had a lot of fun with that, and I could see us doing something like, you know, doing like a hard mode or very restricted SMT or Persona run, or something like that. If anybody ever wants to see the kind of content, let me know, because I certainly like doing the gameplay challenge stuff. It's really fun, and I think, you know, one thing that I am looking to do in building the schedule going forward, and this is true always, this has been true historically for me too. I'm always very hesitant to play exclusively a narrative game. SMT5 hard mode Pixie. I don't think so. I don't think I'm good enough for that yet. But I think I try to build schedules where like we are actively playing a big narrative game, but mixing in other stuff, because I think it's tough, right? Like as a viewer of streams, when a streamer I follow plays a game that I don't want to watch for fear of spoilers or because I'm not interested, and they do that for like 3 months, it's really it's like very unfortunate feeling. It's like, oh man, like I was liking watching them, and now I can't anymore. And also, you know, it's like, in terms of like remembering the streamer exists, not a great thing on that front either. Because it's like, you know, it's why watch, right? Yeah, no, totally fair, right? And that's to be clear, I say that with like, you know, as a viewer of streams, right? Exactly, that's the hard part. So like, I love. So on the other hand, like if people are on the train for the narrative games, you're very incentivized to watch a lot of the streams or catch up VODs, right, on Twitch or YouTube. So yeah, so help with the VODs are caught up, right? So apologies for that. But yeah, so like, you know, I want to be very clear that like at no point do I ever think anybody is sort of like, oh, I can't believe you didn't catch up, regular viewers. Like, no, people have stuff to do. I feel bad because it can be a lot of pressure, right? Like if I'm playing games regularly and you can like come in a couple nights a week to watch it, that might mean you're skipping the whole playthrough, right? And that can be really frustrating as somebody who wants to watch a streamer, myself included, right? So like when I'm watching streams, the same thing happens to me. So it's tough, but I'm not full-time, obviously. I don't have a ton of time to stream. So it's difficult to play, like, you know, saying like, oh, we're going to play Persona, but like a couple nights a week. It's going to be like literally like a 6-month plus project. Right? So like having off days where you can have like a couple days on, a couple days off with games like that are nice. That way people want to catch up on VODs over the weekend or whatever. Awesome. There you go. but it's also just like, it's a tough dilemma. Stuff that, you know, given infinite time, makes a lot of things a lot easier. Like, we could play Xenoblade, because it wouldn't, because, you know, because from the time, I would like to give an infinite time, but given everything else is tough. So the goal was going to be to mix in very narrative focused stuff with stuff that is less, like, you know, episodic. This gives me a little more time to do more editing and gives y'all a lot more time to catch up. Because I do, you know, the part of the reason why the VOD product has been delayed is that, like, I do... Exactly. So there's lots of good reasons to not only stream a big narrative experience. So totally agree. So that's certainly a big ingredient in the process. And yeah, you know, like part of the reason that I'm slow on the VOD, like I have a lot of ambitions to do more on YouTube, and I have for years. Just a time energy question. I think we're gonna do a 1 Risk of Rain 2 run this evening because I'm feeling it. So we'll do that, and then we'll don't probably call it after that. But yeah, the other thing I was gonna note is that so I have a lot of stuff. I want to do a lot of edited content. I've done edited content in the past, not a lot of it, but you know. Merc, possibly not for this challenge though. The challenge we're doing is very hard. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But that's part of the reason is like, you know, I have a lot of, and not doing consistent narrative stuff means I have more time to edit the stuff that I want to actually edit. So there's less work on the VOD side. Oh my god. Well, here we are, folks. This is our life now. Yeah, of course, absolutely, yeah. And thoughts are permissible normally too. It's just like this is the night for it. And we'll do Katamari more regularly. I'm sorry I've been moving off the train. So we'll do it more regularly. We might have to put in, you know, it might be like maybe we'll do Vampire Survivors and Chill one night or something instead. Mix it up a little bit, but yeah. Like, the main thing about Katamari nights is, so like for anybody who's watching now or later, the idea is that I'm never like, oh my god, I can't believe you're talking about stream meta right now. But I'm not gonna like, I will tend not to bite on a conversation about stream meta unless we're doing time for it, right? Because I don't think it makes for good conversation during a regular stream, on average. Because like it's very, you know, it's all the inside baseball kind of stuff, and that kind of stuff, if you're not interested in it, is like very much like, oh, I'm veg, get me out of here, so. The other thing about the schedule is that one thing we may be doing is cutting a night or two. Holocure? I'm interested in playing it for sure. And I said this years ago too and never committed on it, but to do some of the VOD stuff, I may take a night off here or there to like specifically go like, okay, yes, I'm going to go and catch up on editing now. And so just be advised. And I think but I only want to do that if we have a defined schedule. So like if I can, you know, so for me, I would feel much more comfortable to doing that if I'm like, hey, this week upcoming, I'm going to be off on Wednesday to be in the editing lab. Be advised. Whereas like if it's 6 p.m. on Wednesday, I'm like, I don't know if I can cancel now. Like we got a stream coming up. So that'll be another, I think, you know, a lot of problems that I have in terms of the process are resolved by scheduling. So stay tuned. That is the goal. That's the immediate goal after that, VODs and stuff like that. So thank you as always. Stream folks, don't move, we're gonna keep talking and doing a little bit more. And if you're on YouTube and you want to come out the stream, come and join us, twitch.tv/SL_TV. And that's what we got. I'm SL. If you want to find me, I'm here on Twitch, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you have any suggestions, questions, thoughts, comments, anything else, feedback, I'm happy to hear it. Drop it in the comments below on YouTube. Hit me up on Twitter or Discord. Links for those are below or in the ether. And hopefully we'll see you live sometime soon. Until next time, enjoy yourselves, get some rest, and peace out.